Rosemount Court's a dwelling of 44 high-quality social townhouses in Rosemount, Dundrum. So there was 84 apartments there, split into 3 5-storey apartment blocks on the site. They'd been there for a long time and people no longer wanted to live in the apartments. So as the apartments emptied, kind of this spread antisocial behaviour. And then as more antisocial behaviour happened on the sites and in the apartments, then people wanted transfer. So eventually they were untenable by the council, which meant that there was a decision needed as to what we were going to do with the apartments, demolish them or refurbish them. There was a need in Rosemount to create more of a family dwelling.
So the first move was to, I suppose, repair the edges or the boundaries. And then to form the houses there centrally into 2 outward-looking blocks, separated by the green, but then contained the streets and provided edges. The leftover space, the intent was to make those kind of spaces where the families can kind of inhabit and just make the community. In terms of architects, we just, I suppose, provide the space. We provide those opportunities and encourage it. But also the car in that environment is really played down in the hierarchy of where it sits normally in an estate. It's not, in every instance, outside your front door. You have to park the car at the edge and you walk to your front door. Therefore, you're mixing with people, a lot more opportunities. On the access to the apartment block, there was an existing ESB substation which couldn't be moved. So it meant that the elevation along their western boundary was broken. So that was an opportunity, and a Dutch gable type elevation was introduced there. The change in aesthetic just kind of lifts it a little bit more and makes it a bit more unique. I suppose the setbacks of the building let light into areas which you wouldn't expect, and then there was the brick detailing just to play up the shadowing of the light as it moved around, just to animate the elevation a little bit. When you're looking to get a scheme like Rosemount, then it's all encompassing. You want to put your heart and soul into it and do the best you can for the end user. It becomes your baby and you want to nurture that and look after that. Every place has to have its own individuality, its own identity. So when you're from a place, you know it's my place. It has its own kind of, I suppose, heart. So when you say you're from Rosemount Court, you know you're from Rosemount Court. And when you're in Rosemount Court, you know you're in Rosemount Court. You don't have to look for a street sign if you're not from the area.
People moving in and, enjoying the area, I think it's very satisfying. You want the people in there to feel as though they're living in a home, that they've not just been given a social house to live in, that they're actually going to accept it as their own.